Everyone fears the day their loved one becomes sick. Most of the time, the only thing family members can do is just to be there. There are thousands of people in the world that are checked into hospitals every day due to unknown sickness and circumstances. The saddest part is, many people don't have the funds or gas to travel every day to visit a loved one. That's why when the Half Point was created, it gave families a place to stay, meals to eat, and a way to ease their stress during the stressful time. According to a March 9, 2011 article in the New York Times entitled "Kim Hill, Inspiration for the Ronald McDonald House, Dies at 44," author Daniel E. Slotnick explains that Kim Hill, she saw a need for short-term lodging near the hospital for families of cancer patients. Kim Hill Inspiration 2011. Kim Hill and Fred Hill started the Ronald McDonald House nonprofit organization because of their little girl who had leukemia and they didn't have a midway point. So they created the Ronald McDonald House. The best part about Amarillo is that there is a Ronald McDonald House in the center of Amarillo, Texas, and it's only miles away from the BSA hospital. The Ronald McDonald House, or RMH, in Amarillo is the heart and soul of residents and patients of the BSA hospital and Amarillo, Texas. Over the past couple of weeks, I've had the pleasure and greatest experience to volunteer my time at the Ronald McDonald House, and I wanted to share my personal experience and wisdom I gained by volunteering at RMH. In order to educate you about my experiences, I will share the Ronald McDonald House's mission, the activities and volunteer work they offer, the community involvement, and why I chose to volunteer for RMH. First, I'm going to discuss the purpose and mission within the Ronald McDonald House. Their purpose is to provide healthy and safe environments for the guests, transportation to and from the hospital, meals for the families every single night, and events volunteers can be a part of with the families. Now you know about RMH's mission, I can share with you the volunteer work RMH supports. They do this toy drives, can tab recycling, yep, those little tabs you see in cans, those are what they look for, the guest facilities, and the love and support for their community to show that they're always going to be there. Now you know how active RMH is with their guests and the community. I will explain how RMH gets their volunteers and how they are always looking for help. Let's see, there's the BSA hospital, which is their main source of RMH guests, the support system, the local churches who make meals every single month, and they help collect our canned tabs. WTMU students, like me, help with guest services and volunteer very frequently to make sure they have the help they need. Amarillo community, people native to Amarillo help with the housekeeping and guest services. Let's see. There was a lady I talked to at my community service, for example. Her name was Judy Green. I did a personal interview with her, and she's been working there for about almost a year, and she volunteers her time every month, and for 48 hours stays with those guests and anything and everything they need. That interview was February 29th, 2020. So some of the contact information for volunteers, you want to get a hold of Jen Plaquette, and she's on the main number, 806-358-8177. Finally, I want to show you why I chose to volunteer for RMH and how it's changed me forever. My involvement. I realized how much donations are a must need. Everything RMH uses is donated, including cleaning supplies, food supplies, and the amenities. Volunteers are a must need because it is a nonprofit organization. Let's see, it doesn't function without help. Volunteers make the houses run. Let's see. This is how it affected my life. I changed how I spent my time, how I can be helping others, and I always try to offer my services first. It is proven now that the Ronald McDonald House does so much for the community, and many people have easier experiences with their loved ones at the hospital because they can come to a safe place at RMH because of the community and the house itself. In this speech, I hope I was able to address the Ronald McDonald House's mission, the activities and volunteer work, the community involvement, and how I've benefited from volunteering with this organization. I hope you have a better idea of how much the Ronald McDonald House functions, what it stands for, and how people benefit by staying here, and how people who volunteer receive such a more positive outlook on life. As I explained in the beginning, a community never knows who may need help, and that is why putting others before oneself always benefits in the end. The Ronald McDonald House prides itself on keeping families with sick children together and near the care and resources they need. Ronald McDonald House Charity's website. This nonprofit organization proves how people should look to each other than trying to take up on a huge responsibility on their own. The Ronald McDonald House will be known as a safe halfway point for families between their actual homes and the hospital. And I like to always remember that they're always trying to keep families close.